All right, for this one, I wanted to go with a more podcast type style video. I might continue to do these, mix them in to the content, or just go 100% with the podcast if it works out and, bring on some guests, things like that. But for this one, I'm going to cover paid discords and why I think it's a great business opportunity. I'll talk about my personal paid discord community and maybe some other ways that you guys can try to get involved with this without having a large following or audience already built up. And I guess ways to build up your audience pretty quickly as well and start one of these paid discords. So for this podcast type style, I'm just going to ramble, pretty uncut here for talking about business ideas and untapped business ideas that I think would be interesting to get into. Some of these I would have tried already, some I might not have tried, but have heard about people running these kinds of businesses. So, first off, for a paid Discord, what is a paid Discord? So, Discord is a basically a chat room. You could set up different channels. It's like Slack or Microsoft Teams, if you guys are familiar with that. It's basically a place where people can come together and live chat with each other, but it's only chat. It's not video. I don't think you can do video. You can do voice channels where people can come in and listen to voice channels, but essentially what a paid Discord is, you're going to want to create so much value within that Discord that people are going to want to pay for it. So a strategy when I first started out was making the Discord completely free. I grew it to 1,000 members, and the way I did that was I was making YouTube videos every single day on sports betting. Started a free Discord, mentioned it in every video. Hey, join up in the free Discord. Ton of people talking about sports betting picks they like and all that. And then eventually I just built out some channels that were paid channels. And to get behind the paywall of those channels, you have to go through a site like WAP is the one I use. There's multiple other ones. I think Launchpad is another one. Yeah, the Launch Pass, sorry. But basically it creates a subscription. So what I do is I charge $30 a month for people who want to get access to these paid channels behind the paywall. And I found that it has worked out because people get more than $30 worth of value, and I'm happy enough with getting $30 per person in there. So this has the potential to grow exponentially. There's discords with hundreds of thousands of members in there, and there's even paid discords with tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people in a paid Discord. And if you're charging $30 a month and you have 1,000 people in your paid Discord, you're making $30,000 per month. So it has the potential to grow exponentially. I started this less than a year ago, and I have over 200 people in a paid Discord paying $30 a month. So it's already been a pretty good investment here. And you've seen my last video where I talked about I was just eclipsing 100. It's grown so quickly in just a month where it's now really close to 200. It might be over 200 at the moment, but the thing about it is people quit or cancel the membership all the time. So you don't really know the exact number at any given minute. It could change at all times, but if you don't want to start a sports betting Discord and paid Discord, there's so many other opportunities. One that I have thought about that could be good for a channel and community that I'm trying to build on this YouTube channel about business is a marketplace. So similar to Fiverr, but Fiverr takes 20%. So if you charge $100 to edit a video, you're only going to make $80. So why don't you create a paid Discord where people pay, $10 a month to get access to a bunch of sellers or people that they can sell to instead of taking 20% on every single job. If you're making $100 per day on Fiverr, at the end of the month, that would be $3,000. But if they're taking 20%, you're losing out on, what is that, $600 of income. Or you could come to a Discord community where you have trusted people that are going to pay via PayPal for a service like video editing, or it could be a video thumbnail, it could be Photoshop, it could be writing an article. And if you have trusted people in there and you can build up a community like that, I think that's definitely worth $10 versus, someone paying $600 to Fiverr versus paying $10 to be in a private marketplace, essentially. So that was an idea I had for another Discord. And obviously, again, I would start it out free and build up a community of like 1,000 people. Start with a vouch system, which I've seen in other Discords. So if someone does a successful deal, like they edit a video for someone, that person pays them with PayPal, goods and services, and or friends and family, actually. You can then give them a vouch point in the vouch channel. And once they hit 5 vouches or however many it is, they tier up their role and level within the Discord and the marketplace, similar to a rating on Fiverr. So, if you get 5 good vouches, you're going to be a more trusted seller or buyer on the marketplace. And I think that could easily grow over 1,000. You could charge $10, maybe $15 a month for buying and selling. And then you can even do like super boosts where, you could add everyone in the entire Discord and say, hey, this person is a great video editor. This is their portfolio. If you guys are looking for video editing services, reach out to them. And you could charge $100 for someone to get their name out there. So there's other ways besides just a subscription that you can make money with a service like this, similar to like basically an Instagram shout out, but within the Discord. So that was the idea I had. I thought that, this is just a massive opportunity with these private communities. Before it was Facebook communities, and there wasn't a way to get a subscription service in Facebook groups, but obviously there's massive Facebook groups with over 1 million people. And if there's a way for them to monetize back in the day of subscription to Facebook groups, I mean, that is essentially what you can do on Discord now with these other services like WAP. So I think it's just a huge opportunity right now to build up an audience. I think YouTube's a great place. It could be Twitter, but YouTube's a little more personal. And I personally have had a lot of success of getting people to join a free and paid Discord from YouTube. So I would start there. If you have a YouTube channel or even a decent YouTube community, try opening up a Discord, even if it's free, until you get a ton of members, and then try to monetize it. Give them a bunch of free value ahead of time before trying to monetize. But this is just a big opportunity. I am thinking of other ways to capitalize on this, but right now the sports betting, I want to start another marketplace. There's so many other things you could start a marketplace for. I've seen someone do a sports card marketplace Discord. So basically, buying and selling sports cards on eBay. eBay is going to take a 12% cut. Also, it is, more time consuming to make a listing on eBay of your sports card. You have to take pictures, fill out the listing page, versus, on a Discord, you could be like, hey, I got this really cool card, or 10, 20 of these cards, just list them out. Like, it's going to take a fraction of the time to tell people in the Discord what you have to sell. And if people can sell a $20 card and they're paying $15 a month, rather than having to go to eBay, list it, and wait months for it to sell. It's going to be worth it to them to get that sale, maybe a couple sales, I guess. Probably $20, paying 15 is not going to be worth it, but you could sell a $50 card or a $100 card, maybe even a $1,000 card in a Discord. And I've seen that work really well, but you also have to have upkeep with the Discord. You have to keep bringing new people in because it can get very stagnant and then people will start to leave. So there is a bit of upkeep with it. You have to keep it going, keep people involved and into whatever you have in the Discord and create value and keep growing it. Otherwise, it will fade off. But there's so many marketplaces that you can create a Discord group around. If you love Disney pins, I know that's a big collectible item. You could start talking about it on YouTube or Twitter, or maybe you're already in a massive Facebook group or have started a Facebook group about Disney pins. You can convert that to Discord. It's much faster than Facebook groups as far as messaging, and you can create these subscriptions, but it could really be anything for a marketplace. And then the other obvious thing is information. So sports betting, it's really just passing information to people. Like, these are some of my favorite picks for these reasons. Another thing you could do is reselling. I know there's a bunch of resellers like Stanley Cups, there's Hot Wheels, there's random toys that pop up that are special edition that sell at Target for $10, but they're selling for 150 on eBay. So there's those kind of Discord groups. Those are probably the most popular paid Discords, the reselling and sports betting. But I think there's a huge opening for collectible marketplaces and I think service marketplaces as well, like Fiverr. Just taking a massive percent. Fiverr, a 20% take is insane on Fiverr when you think about it. And like the example I put in, if you get $3,000 in sales, you're really only getting 2,400. So it's a massive hit. And if you could find a place where, say on Fiverr, you are getting $3,000 in sales, even if you take, $1,000 in this Discord and still do your normal business on Fiverr, it's going to be well worth it paying $10 and taking, that'd be a 1% fee, $10 off of 1,000. So there's so many ways you could go with this. And this is just one of the business ideas I had. So if you guys enjoy this kind of content, the podcast, let me know. It's more podcast form, and I'm barely cutting it up. But my mouth and throat are getting sore from talking straight as I just took a sip of water, but I'm cutting some stuff out like that. But if you guys enjoyed this, other business ideas, or if you think you'd be a good guest or want a good guest to talk about their current untapped business ideas, definitely let me know with a comment, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we'll see you guys in another one.